Mambo vipi everyone, and karibu to our Veli Podcast, the number one Kenyan music podcast. As always, we are on Radio 254 and now we have a guest in the building. So nataka introduce.
Yeah. Wagwan, is your boy R to the O. I'm the man. For sure, I'm not a rapper, I'm an entrepreneur.
Awesome. Yeah. R to the
O, I'm the man.
Awesome. Roman.
Kweli naitwa Roman. Rapper, entrepreneur, extraordinaire, kila pahali unaweza nipata.
Awesome. Roman. Nimekujua for a very long time.
Man, from way back.
Sijuni hiyo ndo time ulikuwa unaanza career yako officially ama ulikuwa pia wewe umeshapiga shughuli, but now like because
the first song was with 99er, but hiyo hukuipata.
Awesome.
That was tulikuwa bado just after high school, so but from the second song ulikuwa umekuwa very monumental in the growth, because every time na drop napata email hapo, hey Roman, sijapata hii kwa email, so inabidi nimeshughulikia Veli number 1.
Yeah, so I think the first song I ever got from you was 20. And for the guys who are TuneIn, tumeanza show na ma singles za Roman. From the top tulianza na Sawa, then we went to Teka. Hiyo ilikuwa banga. Vile game unai?
Like Teka, smooth operator.
Ndio hiyo. Alafu tukaenda 20, tukacheza Simba, then tukaplay ngoma fulani ulifeature NNK called Amen. And then tukacheza 24.
Mad. 24 is the most recent kwa hizo zote.
Okay. Then siwezi afford. Alafu Caesar.
Damn man, hiyo ni catalog. Umesema catalog yangu ya singles yote.
So kuna kadhaa nimeacha, but niliona nikizicheza zote tutaka hapa hadi kesho.
Catalog ina grow mdogo but ni big.
Ni big. So like I was saying, the first song nilipata from Roman ilikuwa 20. And wakati nilisikia song, unajua ulikuwa umetumia beat ya Joy Badass.
So
Land of the Free. So nikasikiza juu beat yenyewe lazima kwanza ukue like uko na mistari na unajua kitu unasema, like lazima come correct in short.
4 minutes of buzz.
4 minutes of buzz na ukuangusha.
Shukran.
So was it like ulikuwa na let me risk with this single juu already the beat ni popular, the song ni great juu the original artist Joe Badass aliua hiyo track. So for you ndo release first thing first, for you to release it, and then you'll answer the question, was it your debut single?
So ilikuwa debut video.
Okay.
But I'd call it a debut single because before that tulikuwa tumeingia nasema nilikuwa na learn the craft.
Awesome.
So before it was about kwenda studio kujua that this is cadence, this is auto tune, ati inafaa kufanywa at this point, ati you need a video to do this and this and this, you need this to do a video and all that. So 20 I usually treat it as my debut because ndio ilikuwa my debut, I can say a project as Roman properly.
Awesome. Awesome. So now to the other question, when you uliamua
the beats. Okay, so this is crazy because nilikuwa Joy Badass always is in all my top 5 ya best rappers in terms of lyrically. So that time hakuanga even in my top 5 but nilikuwa najua Land of the Free. You can say but you can. So nilikuwa napenda that time, ilikuwa the same time alitoa Devastated. So ilikuwa kuna vile hiyo beat ya Land of the Free nilikuwa naisikia tu nasikia
there's something in it.
And then the thing is I went through trying to change the beat.
Okay.
Then in the end my producer at that time alikuwa aitwa K O'Reilly, Nosta Pros.
Okay.
Akaniambia, you know what, hii beat imerimekiwa na someone on YouTube and stuff like that, so just do this, you'll credit the person and just upload it there, because there's hakuwa anasikia 20 on any other beat. And even him, he's a producer, he had beats.
Yeah.
So even for a producer to have beats and tell you that not to try and sell you, because the producer obviously atasema ati you know what, wacha tumie bit alafu will agree on the splits and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Akasema no, there's nothing else in and with this beat with. And the reception was more than I expected, because ilikuwa boom bap. There's no one right now, even right now, you don't expect people to like relate to boom bap your design, but the way people related to 20 ilikuwa special.
Yeah, you went really hard on that beat, like lyrically flow. Shukran. 4 minutes.
Shukran.
Yo, like ulikuwa unajua, like for people to listen, there must be something I'm spitting. Otherwise, no one will listen to this song for 4 minutes.
There's no one who sings on a boom bap beat. So even in the new EP, which we'll talk about later, you'll see there's the Nene K and me, the Usichoke. So it's almost the same thing. Like if you're going to get like instrumentals on, there's something that you have to say something to capture the people, so that they don't just enjoy the instrumental and just go with it. They need to. Did he say that? Amesema hivyo. Rudisha nyuma. So that's what I usually look into when I'm making, when I'm writing the song. I usually look at, am I going to turn my head when I hear that bar? Me myself, will I listen to the song and be like, hey, are you the one who wrote that, Robert?
Yeah, so you must become your fan after you have...
Exactly.
Awesome. So, najua nimepitisha wasee through your singles. Nataka wasee wajue who Roman is. And the best way we do it here on the Veli Podcast, we use the music. So, nimechezea wasee all your singles, kadha wa kadha. Now, I want us to go to your debut album.
Okay.
It was a debut album. Yes. Maybe you could share a few things about your debut album, because how old is it right now?
Right now it's 3 years.
3 years.
3.5 years actually. It's turning 4 in January.
It dropped in 2020.
January.
Awesome. Okay. Yes. Before Rona ishike ama
before Rona hapo ilitu trend, man, because we had proper big plans of the project. So, but then after Corona, they really manifest in some sort of way.
Okay.
Because still nilishoot video ya Cash with, so the project, my debut album is called Mass Observance. It had 10 tracks.
Yeah.
Mixed and mastered by Bless. Ilikuwa with features from Nene K, Brida LW, Boy GK. So it was such a good project, but I think that when I dropped it was the wrong time. But then again, it was everything works like in their own time.
True.
So it was the right time, because if I continued marketing it, we wouldn't have gotten Teka and Siwezi afford the same year.
For real?
Yes.
Okay, that is nice to know. I didn't know.
Exactly. So if I continued marketing it, I would have gone definitely in another direction than the dropping the Siwezi afford video and Teka video, which were very, very, very monumental in bringing me up to here.
Awesome. Yeah. So that is Mass Observance. Almost turning 3 years old right now.
Yeah.
And in the intro of Mass Observance, you said in 2020 you declared war. I'd like to know, which war was that?
So it was in 2020 I declared war against my inner demons. So it was
so now this is the intro track of Mass Observance, and you're referring to your single.
Yes.
The first single that I ever received from Roman.
Exactly. So that's the thing. So for me, I usually connect my song to the journey.
Okay.
Till now, I look at music like it's a journey. I can't sing about one thing. I'll sing about what I'm experiencing at the present moment. Then at a later moment, I can, let's say, reflect, and then we see how it is, how the growth has been.
True.
So in that song, I was like, in 2020, I declared war against my inner demons. Was like, in 20, you always hear me saying 20 Yoma, 20 Yoma. So I always say 20 reasons where I don't chill with the fakes. And so it's like in 20 I was like now knowing what I need to stand for, what I need to be, what the rapper that I need to be. From 20 you could see that there was a consistency in the songs before. They usually the problem is I used to go to studio, but there was a lot of not truth. Let me say cap.
Okay.
There was a lot of cap in them.
Yeah.
So when I wrote 20, I looked at it and I was like, man, this is some of the realest things that I've ever said in music. And I was like, you know what? I would like my music to take this direction. Yeah. So when I came to the album now, so it was like reflecting, okay, since 20 now we are here, because from 20 we dropped again Amen, we dropped Sour.
Yeah.
So we dropped Jieshimu. So it was like now I was seeing where I'm supposed to be heading and how I'm supposed to treat the crafts.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, you have mentioned about Cash. Now, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
Cash was a dope song, and you featured Breeder LW. So, according to me, Adoveli, the song was dope. Audio, hands down, the song was dope. But now, the video to me didn't live to its expectations. So I don't know if you know what I'm referring to, because I'd like to know.
I think.
I'd like to know what really went wrong with the video.
Let's say time. It was time between the artists, and for Breeder, he didn't. The time that we had scheduled to do the video, and his timetable for that time, that it was a tricky time, because so when me and Breeder decided to do the video, he had popped, but he had not popped as much as then at the time that we had want to do the video. Yeah,
so like you got the Breeder verse while before he dropped Do Re Mi, or after?
The moment that he was dropping Do Re Mi.
Okay, so at that time there were folks that knew Breeder, but
knew Breeder as a rapper, as a proper, not that he's not a rapper, but knew him as a proper hip hop head, as an underground rapper. Yeah. So at that moment, then he got the Do Re Mi, but which is a blessing, man, because I'm happy for him. He's my brother and all that. And now when it came to the point of us, we are wanting to shoot the video. This was now after Corona.
Yeah.
Corona has gone past. It is now because so we had the initial idea and we knew the idea would not take shots. Shout out to Newton Mutuma. He's the one we usually shoot the videos with. Okay. So we knew that the video, you saw that the idea that we had. So we had the idea to expand that and incorporate Breeder into the story and have it now as a complete movie.
Yeah.
But now the time, and for him it was a bit tricky, because I can blame me and Newton. Me and Newton are really perfectionists. For us, we'd rather take one weekend shooting one scene.
Okay.
You see the scene where we have me and the other guy wearing a mask?
Yeah.
Shoot that. That was the whole weekend, because we had to shoot first me alone singing.
Okay. Yeah.
We had to shoot the robber alone waving the hands and all. We had to shoot with the money. We had to shoot me getting story. So it was
a back and forth thing.
Yeah. We were trying to do a very high budget thing on a low budget, which is I'll always work with that. I prefer working with a budget that I can attain, rather than you can have a really big budget and remove the work that you move is underwhelming. You get?
Yeah.
So yeah, it was just a matter of time. And for me, I was like, I've released Siwezi Afford, I've released Teka. So I was like, releasing this video, the project was already out. Let me just release the video, because I really, really like this song. Yeah.
Awesome.
So I was like, okay, let me drop. So it was just that.
Awesome. So you have answered my question, because one, the reason why I said it didn't live to the expectation is, one, Breeder was missing on the visuals, and then again the video was not that quality. But you have said you are working on a
yeah,
high budget video, but
we were trying to do something which is like Netflix, like in Nairobi.
yeah, I get you on that. Hizo ni vitu za kawaida na nchanga, because you can have the vision in your head, but now executing it inakuwa a bit a problem or challenging.
It was actually really good, because then again, when again can we have that experience of trying to actually make a movie? And you know, us, we are people who grew up on not actually learning all these things. We go to YouTube, but you need to shoot. Newton actually he has never gone to any school in terms of editing. So for him, he's self-taught in everything.
Awesome.
So every time he had an idea, he would come and tell me, I have this idea, and I tell him I'm not understanding. He just gets on YouTube and removes a video from somewhere. Oh, I saw it in this video, and I can be able to do it. I've learned it. So it's for us, it is let me say it's a matter of time. By the time that we will have now the visuals that people are like, what did these people do? This, I'll be referring them to, oh wait, check Cash man. That's where we started.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. So also the title for the album, there's a song, Mass Observance. You talk about you seeing yourself as a dawn, and also you being a king. Yeah. So that being the title track of the album, why were you addressing such issues in that particular track?
So Mass Observance, it's like, so me I like to say, like, I rap in double entendre.
Okay. Expound on that.
So like each one I'll say will have two meanings.
Okay.
If you look at every verse, every track will have something that you can look at it at face value, na pia ukiangalia ndani uko like, hey, this person did not say that.
Awesome.
So Mass Observance in itself says observing, like weight, like you're observing weight.
Yeah.
So me myself, that time I was trying to observe my weight in terms of, do I want really to rap? Do I really want to get into this rap game with all that comes with it? Am I ready for everything that I will be willing to be brought inside?
Okay.
And so it was observing my weight, and at the same time, Mass Observance is observing also the crowd.
Awesome.
You get?
Yeah,
so now I was observing even now the rest of the rap game now in terms of, are you guys really heavier than me, or am I heavier than all of you? And I established that I am heavier than all of them.
Hence the cover, the way.
Hence the cover, exactly. Hence the cover, the seeing, the eyes, you can see that it is.
Yeah.
Yes,
so
exactly.
that means there's a way you're seeing, and also you're weighing.
It's like I'm seeing.
Yeah.
I can be true to fact and say no one is doing it like we are right now. In terms of music, me and Nina, in terms of podcasting, we have Zoza like in terms of moving, me and the people who are around me, in terms of my family.
Yeah.
We have, so it's something that I had seen before.
Okay.
That these people have this potential and this potential.
Yeah.
And we are able to occur in that space very, very, very heavily. But we need to get this in check. So that's,
Awesome. One last track from that before we go to listen to those songs.
Yeah.
Badman. It has a dancehall feeling.
Yeah.
And then kwenye vocals hapo kwenye chorus, you bring the element of singing. Yeah, so tell me about Badman.
So Badman was,
by then I pronounce you Badman because the M.
It was Badman, but we didn't want it to be the normal Badman. It was like Badman.
Oh, Badman, the Jamaican
like
slang.
It was like Badman, but we didn't want it to like be the normal thing.
Okay.
But the thing, so that is the facts. So when I bought my equipments to record, so I used to go to studio to record the previous singles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But for this album, Mass Observance, I recorded myself all the things.
Awesome.
All the tracks.
Yo, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's the first studio recorded track full tracks that I did for myself.
Okay.
So Badman was the first time when we met with my producer at that time, Bless.
Okay.
Is when he showed me now Okay, so because so for Bless, he works with some company in Meru, so he does not stay in Nairobi.
Okay.
And even that time, it's even before I had moved out. So it was like, you need to be recording, then me, I'll be mastering up in Meru.
Oh.
Yes.
Awesome.
So then when we meet, when I come to Nairobi, we'll be meeting and doing 1 2 1 2 1 2 1. So when he came the first time, he said, okay, now come with your equipment and your laptop. Now I'll teach you how to record and stuff like that. And because that time I was recording with a mic with no interface.
For real?
Most observance, all of it is recorded without an interface.
Okay.
That's a laptop and a mic. You can I even have some pics of 99 like that. It was a worker smooth, bro. We had some pillows put like it was fun.
Hey.
So it was recorded, all of it without an interface. So Bless came and showed me, okay, so because you're recording without an interface, you need to be you record without the earphone. I record listening to the beat on the phone.
Okay.
Then on the laptop, I've put in a jack so that it does not pick up any noise from around.
Okay.
But the mic is connected to the laptop.
Okay.
So I press it to start playing. I pick up the headphones. It's connected to the beat on the phone. Listen to the beat as I rap and all that. Move out of there. Bless showed me how to match it on FL. Sha. I match it. Put it in a zip loop package. Send it to him. He masters. They come back.
Yo.
So Badman was the first one which he did, and he showed me how we are going to do it. So it's the first song that we did with him. We sat down with him, and he was like, "So what are you going to do for this song?" I was like, "Man, let's do something dancehall." So we started. I told him, let's do something soulful.
Okay.
So it started out soulful, but when it reached the middle, Bless has that dancehall
background.
it has that dancehall vibe. He has a very, that's why I usually like to work with him, because he likes that, he has that Kenyan feel, that genge feel.
Okay.
So when it reached that point is when he just got into the piano. I was like, okay, then we can do something with this. So from there, the project was ready. It looked like it was recorded in Supersonic. Supersonic, man.
Yeah.
I really want to come there one day. But yeah, so it's just from there, that's where I saw that, okay, so I can work with what I have. Like, I really don't need to go to a certain, and there buying the equipments now, there it opened my eyes. And now buying equipments, it's Bless and Nene K who motivated me.
Okay.
Because Nene K now, remember before we have done the mass observance, Nene K has called me to the studio, we do Amen.
Okay. Yeah.
So I get to Nene K's studio. Hey,
shout out to City Boy Establishment.
Shout out to City Boy Establishment.
Yeah.
Yani rapa mko the same caliber, but tunaingia studio na
ako 10 years ahead.
Damn it. Ako 10 years ahead, but you're the same age. You're like, like even at the outside the, and it's like a room which he has just done it well. And then outside there's a place for taking pictures. I'm like, man,
this is a proper studio.
And then now I used to be envious of that. You know, the problem is, so for artists, if you don't have a studio, if you're going to the studio, you know that you are limited to those 3 hours or those 2 hours. Yeah. So the song that you're making there, you know that it needs to make you bread. True. Or not to make you bread.
True.
You get?
Yeah.
But now Nene K showed me something that was like, bro, you can just do this music and enjoy it. And not necessarily, like, it will give out the money. But for it to give out the money, you need to put pure intentions into it, and then it will give you back the pure intentions.
Nice.
So I was like, because I told him, even when we were there, I was like, man, we're doing this song, but I don't know how many views it will get. Man, he can even tell you. I told him, I don't know, man. I don't even know if it will get even 1,000 views. Right now, it reached 1,000 views organically, with no promo. What I was like, okay, so maybe this guy has some knowledge which
he can share. Sorry. Yeah.
So, yeah, when I got out of Neneke studio, it changed me, man. It changed me in terms of wanting to go to someone and pay for like studio time. Like I can pay for studio time, but I needed to know all those things because Neneke would be left. The producer has gone. Neneke would be told, okay, you guys, Neneke will record for you guys. I'm like, don't tell me we don't even need a producer to I'm like, I don't need producer. Neneke is like, no, check it. Enter there. Hey, do it. I'm like, okay. Then. So, well, like, it was like one session of a Saturday, but when I got out of there, like, I usually tell him, I tell him every time, man, you know, you changed my mentality in terms of recording changed. In terms of how I record, where I would record, and the content that I would record. It changed. So from there, it was like, okay, so I need to do this thing. It's DIY.
Yeah.
If it's DIY, then later on. So nowadays, I have like producers who do now even the new EP. They tell me something. I'm not confused. They tell me that, the progression is lower or what. I'm like, yeah, just do this. 1 2 1 2 1 2. So it's it was a good experience.
Okay, that is awesome. I didn't know, like, you went through all that just for us to have mass observance. And it has big features there. Nene K, Brida LW, and who else was there again?
Boy GK. Who's this? Maura is actually now the one who did the background vocals on Badman.
Yeah. Oh yeah. On Badman, she's credited.
Yes.
But on mass observance, is she there?
No. So
the other guy is Jamie.
Jamie is on X-Files.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so awesome. So
shout out to Jamie, man. He's in the States doing some bad things, man.
Awesome. So I want us to go listen to Mass Observance. Roman first debut album. And you have listened how the album came through. It was blood, sweat, and tears. So guys, when you listen to this music, just appreciate it went through blood, sweat, and tears. So we are jumping in to listen to Mass Observance. Mangoma kadhapo ni waselektia, then we'll be back with Roman.
Yeah.
Yo, pull up with a bad man.
Come to the east where we live. Let me show you how we
Awesome. We have Roman in the studio right now. And Roman, eboneshe match umeva.
Ini from my last mixtape. The new mixtape match zinafaa kutokea next week. Poleni sana zimechelewa, but ni vile they are mad. The Tulia match ni next level. Next week, before nitoke Kenya nitakuwa nisha drop. But it from my tape Love Me For Me, LMFM. Ni either Love Me For Me ama Leave Me For Me. Unaweza chagua the side yenye una prefer. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. And that's the tape we want to talk about.
Shit.
Umesema kwanza unasema kitu in 2 dimensions. When umesema
Love Me For Me or Leave Me For Me. Exactly.
Awesome. So, what was the tape all about?
It was the funniest thing tulikuwa tunaongea na 99 about your tape leo. The tape was very very emotional.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. The thing is, vile nasemanga, I sing about what I go through at the moment. So that moment nilikuanga in a moment of tuseme certified lover boy kiplan. So nilikuwa na go through several relationship struggles. But so hiyo ndio ilikuwa ya kui ni kama kuicement kufunga that okay, I'm done with this for now, let's move on faster and then to do what's next. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. So niliskip hizo juu nilijua itabidi ni kudig deep ndo unipatie information na labda utani dodge, so nikamwacha nikufanyie kazi rahisi. I just picked 2 tracks from there. Yeah, so song nilichagua was Last Night, which was a proper miondoko song.
Actually nasema kwa drill liko study na hapa miondoko.
A proper one. Like the way it was composed and everything, it was a proper miondoko. So having the tape iko na hiyo like hiyo nini ya venye umesema you are like in a
yes. So
hii song ya miondoko ilipataje hapo pasi kaingia?
So ukisikiza hiyo ngoma inasemanga this is my last night in this city. So inakuanga unachiki. So nikiwa on the last night in this city or in another city, they need to move out. Obviously mpoa anakuanga obviously ame-complain. Anasema mbona una safari ni kaile safari ya Sauti Sol. Unashangaa safari ulaenda utenda dilini. But sasa ni last night ni like telling them that I'm going to look for money and when I come back you'll be as happy as the last night. So this is it's not the last night, but it's the last night that you'll see me till the last night again.
Awesome. So another song hapo ndani kuna freestyle 10. Why was it called freestyle 10? Ama ni mimi nimemiss hizi 9?
You're ni fan. The theme of the song again.
The theme of the song. Awesome. So Juno join freestyle, first of all ni ngoma deadly sana. And nimekujua Roman umekuanga like sijui niseme low key ama but umekuwa like a conscious rapper. The last time nilikuwa hapa na shout out to 99er ako on the background. Pia alikuwa like yeye style yake ya music lazima ikuwe na purpose na akiandika ngoma iko na meaning like so like kuna ile ni kama ni modern conscious rapper but kuna venye unaipackage watu wakusikize wasione umjamaa anza kutuambia hapa mavitu konksa. So like juu kuna songs kama ni free. So unaona hiyo ni song like una
very too conscious.
So like kwa hii freestyle 10 unaongelea venye wa Kenya wanateseka.
Oh yes. So I think it's synonymous to where Nico as msanii. So background story mimi nilibidi nimeenda UG.
Okay.
So that I can get a job where I can make enough money to be able to live and still make music and be able to do easy podcast tour.
The dilly-dallies.
That's naweza toa product ni release ni market and it is a pure product.
True.
Because for me hata nikianza music it was something with purpose.
Okay.
Ni something ukianza kusikia hadi wase wenye wana rap, if you listen to the songs that will give you like the biggest impact in rap, kuna ODB alikuwa anasema I'm an oxymoron, like a gay man in a straight jacket. Unaona? So like it is isn't of vitu zenye tulikuwa tuna grow up like mimi nili grow up on conscious rap. Akina J Cole, akina GOMD, akina Forest Hills Drive, akina Kendrick Lamar, The Blacker the Berry, like isn't of vitu zenye mimi zilinifanya nianze kurap.
Okay.
So mimi ki aim kurap na aim not to sound like them but to have a purpose in the song.
Awesome.
To impact my people. Staongelea obviously about Black Lives Matter because I affect as a, of course it is important, but for me personally haini affect. Lazima niongee about the politician mwenye ameiba loan.
Anaonekana after 5 years.
Ameonekana after 5 years. Like tuko anakuambia that you are free but in turn is you are not free. It's just a modern day colonialism that is going on. You get? So that like for me, as much as music is a feeling, lazima ikuwe na a purpose.
True.
Lazima ikuwe na a purpose.
And by the way, as we are continuing with our conversation, you're just filling in the gaps because you know when a rapper anatoka, when you drop 20 or 20 years old, yes, that is not what most 20 rappers are singing. They're talking about in their debut single something. You get? So like you're just feeling people na the gaps in because of the influences of people you are listening to and like how that has shaped you to like select as Roman as an artist. What do you want to represent?
Exactly. Like, ndaskiliza Kendrick but what will impact me more will be kitusua in Kiswahili because hapo hivyo atakuwa amesema unajua ile intro line inaongana kadem si ni intro yao inaongana kadem
iko na kadem Yo, big shout out to Maviot and Kitusua.
Big shout out to the legends, bro. Because
Kiswahili was dope and watu wasikize pia Kiswahili too.
Like that's so now ukisikiza hiyo that's conscious rap. That's deep. Conscious rap in terms of us. So naweza sikiza akina Kendrick but in terms of when I come at it and release free ndakuwa naika free alongside Kiswahili. I'm like I was ndio ilikuwa blueprint yenye ilikuwa inafanywa hivi na hivi na hivi
but relatability lazima iko on check
like that's what I wanted like lazima ukue una able kukaa chini and say this is my reality
yeah. So I want us to go to listen to those two tracks Last Night and Freestyle 10 then to Rudy yo we are back at it again Veli Podcast na tuko na hapa
Mr. R to the O. I'm the man, Roman in the building bana. Mnasemaje?
Yeah, so tumetoka kusikiza Last Night na Freestyle 10. And that is of LMFM. Love Me
for Me. Ama Leave Me for Me. Yenye unataka?
Yeah. And this one will drop that was in 2022.
Yes, in December last year.
Yeah, 2022.
Ilikuwa fiti tuli have even a live show penye we had some artists perform, me, 99er, right. Boy Lee, Pepper, Kid Kozi. So hopefully tuna try kufanya at least the events zikue every what is it called? Every year at least 2 ikue msemo mmoja amedrop project na mwingine amedrop project hivyo. So mainly me and 99er sasa tunaona tukilokini hivyo as a team.
Okay.
So itakuwa like mmoja na drop in this time and then the other one drops in this time and then tutakuwa na like big shows and big so inshallah man.
Inshallah kweli. So late this year I think around in March you did release an EP.
Yeah.
It was titled Awake. So I'd like us to you tell us what the tape was all about.
Okay, so Awake ilikuwa shout out to my boy always the K. He passed 8th of February. It was an unfortunate road accident. But so background story. So when I started rapping in high school, Enoch was my deskmate. Yeah. So he's the one who used to remember kulikuwa na time Drake na Meek Mill walikuwa na beef.
Yeah.
Then Drake akaangusha Rico. Meek Mill aliangusha Rico featuring Drake.
Yeah.
So nakumbuka that time I used to be on like nimeanza kurap. So I remember he had gone home for I don't know what it is, but he went home then he came back. So when he came back he was like, "Hey, have you heard this song, man? Hey, proper rap, hey." And then that time he used to know that I used to write like poems. So he used to tell me, see, you turn these poems into songs. See? And then for him, he was a bit silly. So he used to sing the poem. So the project was a tribute to him. Awake means always with a K. So for him, he's called Enoch.
Yeah.
But alikuwa nasema usitaje bila K.
Yeah.
Because many people can either spell Enoch with a Q or Enoch with a CH, but yeye alikuwa anasema Enoch with K. Ukiweka CK sawa, bora K iko hapo. So the Awake was always with a K. So it was just like shortened a bit. It had 3 songs. LLE, which is Long Live Enoch. It had a Wake interlude, which was like a message from like the team, the whole family and stuff like that. And the third song was Always with a K. So it was me featuring 99er, but it was 99er because I was not able to write the verse for it, man. So I wrote the chorus, then I was like, man, 99er, finish up this. So he finished it up. Then we got Big M and Zeji the Fundi. So they're the ones who did the mixing and mastering. Then I did the mixing and mastering for Awake Interlude, the second song now.
Okay.
So yeah, the project was mainly it was like a tribute to the boy because many people don't know he was very like influential in in everything. You'll see him. Okay, so now let me tell you the funniest thing.
Yeah.
In Cash, he's the one in mask.
Oh, the shot
The
now,
white mask.
with the shot where you shot like
Exactly.
when the breeder's verse.
So with the breeder's verse,
Yeah.
he's the one with the mask.
Okay.
You'll see him inside the video somewhere. He has the dreads. You'll see him in Teka. You'll see him in all the shows. You'll see Mazishi Matanga. You'll see him there for 99er. Like he was very, very influential in like ensuring that the team reached their dreams.
Okay.
Yeah, in achieving their dreams. So we felt like it was needed, or we needed to like say something. And then for me also, it's like a blueprint. Anytime that you feel as if it somehow, you can listen to the tracks and you're like, okay, the guy is always here. And some things we always, if you watch, most of the times, me or 99er or even the guys who are always around us, you'll always hear always with a K. So it is so funny because he went at a time that the whole group was on a very high trajectory. Even him himself, he was just about to graduate, and he was a presenter on the podcast, and he was also in KBC.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's he had some good charm. And then now this is the funniest thing. He used to say, and this one everyone says they always feel it. If you ask me, if you ask Naina, he used to say, because my friends have that thing for, I don't know if your friends have the same thing, the paranoia thing, so they can ask you, do you think you'll die? Do you want to know how you will die or when you will die? What? So you used to ask him. Yeah. So if you ask me, I can give you a question which I've think about. For Enoch, he used to say, Mr. Kufa, I'll live forever. You get?
Yeah.
And even till now, when we are doing certain things, you always feel like he has said something, or because he used to have those two witty jokes behind the ear, which
He used to say.
Yeah, so that's the whole project was about.
Awesome. Shout out to 99er. The last time he was here, he talked about the song that you featured him on the tape, and he also shared about Always with the K and explain it. So guys who listen to the Veli Podcast, they know about it. And
Always
also,
with the K,
I didn't know awake is meaning always with the K.
If you see, it's an acronym. So always with a K, and then E is Enoch.
Now I get it now, because I didn't know.
So
until
but
that
the E was put into 3. So the 3 represents the 3 songs that we made there.
Awesome.
So it's
Awesome. So I want us to go listen to the 2 songs, because the second song was an interlude.
It was an interlude.
So we're going to listen to Long Live Enoch and Always with the K, you featuring 99er. Yes, and RIP to Enoch.
Long live with the
Long
K,
live Enoch.
Long live.
Yes, and I'm sure where he is at the moment, he's happy for you guys, because like you said, he left at a time when your trajectory was zimeshuti pia yake ilikuwa fiti. So I'm sure where he is at right now, he's proud of you guys and whatever you are doing, because always with the K. Long live Enoch. Ado Veli Podcast, the number 1 Kenya music podcast.
Yes, sir.
I'm your host, Ado Veli, and today I'm here with
Mr. Roman again.
Yes, tumetoka kusikiza Always with the K.
Madness, man.
Roman featuring 99er, and before that we had Roman with Long Live.
Enoch.
So I want us to go to Tulia. Tulia too, which is an EP.
The new one.
You have dropped in 2023.
2023, bruh.
Yes. From me listening to Tulia too, it sounded like an experimental project. Was it?
So it's not okay. I can call it experimental, but it is what you should expect from us, from me, but from you see that one now, it's under M2H. So now we're working M2H, Mind to Heart Records. So now that's me, 99er, Big M, any other artist who wants like just to give out like proper craft. So the thing is, it was not experimental in terms of rap. It was rap, but in terms of the beats, it was very, very daring.
Yeah.
So I was daring in terms of there is a genge track there. In terms of the intro, Tulia intro, it's sort of a dancehall, but the way I made it as a genge track.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You can hear the influence of Tulia.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it was more of a genge track. When you go to the second track, it's a drill song, but a drill with jazz.
For real?
Yeah. When you listen to if you listen to the beat, it's not just the normal drill song. It's a drill song with a jazz sample.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So the third song again, it's they call it
before we go to we go to the third song.
Yeah.
You've mentioned the second song. The second song is a drill song.
Yeah.
Bully. And you featured Denzel Kong,
yeah.
Kong Dem, and Chevy Kev. So like, you know, Bully yenyewe, the way na sound ni Bully too, nulieka Bully mwenyewe, Denzel Kong. Now the surprising feature ni ya Chevy Kev. Like, how did you bring your heads together in that track?
Now that's the thing. So in this step, I wanted everyone who I cannot be pictured with, but me personally, we are friends proper, and everyone that I can be pictured with, but on a beat that you don't even think you get or expect. For Denzel Kong, people expected us on like a proper drill track with a choir and what, but I didn't need that, because already Denzel Kong has the songs and they're already fire. So I wanted to bring some other side of Denzel Kong from. I needed some other artistry from him.
Okay.
Then this is where the jazz sample came in, is when I wanted a lo-fi artist, but I wanted to put them on a challenge. So
nice.
There's an artist which we had initially talked about being on Bully. So originally, actually, it was supposed to be me, Denzel Kong, and King Trocker.
King Trocker.
Yes.
Okay. I've heard King Trocker.
You know King Trocker.
Yeah.
So
wait.
Umesema King Trocker himself.
Yeah, namjua Trocker. I've heard you saying like King Trocker. So I was telling you.
Like King Trocker was the one who was supposed to.
So you call him King Trocker, but I think it goes by Trocker.
Yeah. So I knew him by like King Trocker. So like for that was.
But you are featured on his project.
Yes.
Okay, nice.
So still me and King Trocker, we have things on the way. Wait on them. Mad things coming on. So at that time, King Trocker was doing something in terms of his personal bag. So he was a bit busy and stuff like that. And for me, I respected it more, because if an artist is looking for a personal bag, it's really what is it called? It's inspirational, because the thing is, he's not putting the pressure on the music.
Yeah.
If you notice, this industry, man, has a lot of pressure on music.
True.
And especially like hip hop music is really pressured. Like if you are to make a hip hop track, they'll tell you make in this way, make in this BPM, and say this and this and this. You've already changed it from a hip hop track to any other genre.
Yeah.
And not that genre is bad, but we can be able to balance that genre. Let's say if it's a dancehall genre, if it's a gengeton genre and a hip hop genre, we can be able to like balance all of them.
Yeah.
So initially when King Trocker, for him, he had some engagements which he had. So I was like, okay, just do what you're doing, then I'll get you on the next project. Then right now I can be able to. So when King Trocker moved from the project, now I was like, what if I don't bring another hard-hitting driller and bring someone else to change the vibe of the song? So that's when Chevy Kev came about. And I've been a fan of Chevy Kev. Even the funniest thing, he didn't give me a verse when I was asking for it in Mass Observance.
For real? Which song were you trying to get him on?
the song is not out yet. It's still it's still in my lockers, but it's
so you're like, okay, I can't get Chevy verse, so I'm removing this song off the project.
Okay, it was
save it for a later date.
It was yeah. It's like that. For me, if I don't have a good feeling with the song, I'll just sideline it because I can make another one. True. I'll just be like, okay, you sit in the files, we'll come for you another time. Like now, Usichoke has been in the files since 2021 January.
2021 January.
And Neneke didn't know that he would be on it until beginning of this year.
So wait, when
I made it, I told my producer, name it Usichoke featuring Neneke.
Awesome. So Neneke verse, he did it in 2021 or recently? No, he
did it this year.
Okay.
But I did it in 2021 and I saved it as Usichoke featuring Neneke. But that time Neneke, I think he was doing something, so he was not really online. So I was like, at the right time, I'll pitch it. Then we will see what it is. And then, it
happened.
Yeah, so it's just, I don't like rushing. If it's not right, it's not right.
So, you've also talked about Usichoke featuring Neneke.
Yeah.
And umesao Maura. Uoni artist wa City Boy establishment yenye Neneke alipush hapo ama ni jem tu
so
Roman ameficha pahali anasema
Maura is she works with us. She works with M2H.
Okay.
She's a singer.
Okay.
Maura, now this is the thing. Maura reminds me of Sana.
Yeah, you know, your song Usichoke, Roman featuring Neneke and Maura ilikuwa sealed na Maura, like ilikuwa proper after, you know.
Yeah, after you had now you see, unasikia vile unasema, that's how we worked on it. Like I recorded, sent Neneke, alikaka record, then now the final step was bringing Maura to the studio, add BGVs on everything.
Yo, proper BVGs, like it was done properly.
Shout out to Maura. We have things coming, and Kenya is not.
I can only wait because I was like, yo, EGM ni kama sijisikia before na Roman. Na since Neneke ako involved here, labda Neneke nda lipitch.
No.
Aikwe hapo. Kumbe ni Roman.
Actually, the thing is, Neneke aliniambia send the track, and then with Neneke, you need to be careful because Neneke is a really, really, really good artist. You get? So when you are approaching a really, really good, it's the same thing with Nina. Siwezi mu approach with just any song. Naza approach Nina kwanza na kingine vile atasikia, atashika hivi kwanza. Shika hivi kwanza kuangalie. Hiyo ngoma kuna vile. You get? So Neneke is the same way, and me I respect because you are looking at the track as if it's yours.
Yeah.
You get? So when I sent the track to Neneke, alikuwa like, wow. And then he didn't even hear Maura's BGVs, but I told him the idea. I told him, so you'll put your verse here and here and here, and then the Maura will come with BGVs here and here and here. So he was like, okay, send me the track. So he okay. Let me write a verse. And now, this is the funniest part. He had written, I think, 2 or 3 verses to it.
For real?
He sent me the first one. I can even show you the text. He sent me the first one. Akaniuliza, tebusikia hiyo. Nikasikiza, nikamwambia, wow, man, this shit is fire. The one that is in the record. I'm like, this shit is fire. He's like, sawa basi, because I wanted to see if it's okay. I send you the second one with the third one. I'm like, hey, what? Which kind of pressure? So it was, Neneke, Nah. Shout out to Neneke, man. He's the good sir.
Shout out to Neneke, and you know, like the way you have said, Neneke is an artist. Like when you want to pitch a song to him, like. Lazima ikue correct. Because you see, you have done the song Amen. Amen. And that was like a proper classic. A proper classic song.
Amen was crazy because Neneke kwanza, unajua you beat ni trap.
Yeah.
Neneke alikuwa ananiambia ati kuna vile nasikia ati ni kama na panic, umeniekaje kwa beat ya trap? Nikamwambia usijali father, wewe andika as you are. Akaandika. I'm like, whoa bra, why were you saying at junior trap and stuff like that? Yeah. So when I was going for Usichoke, I knew I had to approach it in the same way, and more so because Chevy Cave was supposed to be on the track that I fumbled for mass observance that Neneke was supposed to be in.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
so Neneke was mad with that one. I still have it. It's called Celebrate. It's a very fire song. But Neneke till now is like mad. Is like, man, you didn't release that song, man, and the way it was good. I'm like, relax, man. I'll release, man.
When time comes.
Hopefully. But in terms of right now, it seems like it's gone.
For real?
Yeah, I feel like I feel like I can be able to change it, to metamorph it into something else, but in terms of what I was feeling it originally, unless I remove it like a demo tape, like
demo tape or Roman Chronicles or something like that. Lost tapes. Lost tapes. Yeah, I think you should do something like kama tuwezi salvage kitu hapo. That is another way. And I was telling you about Neneke venye Neneke akikupatia verse ni verse ya kishua. Ni verse ya kishua. And you know there's a time like Neneke used to be like heavy with the releases. I don't know what happened.
Tumongea na HR the same thing today.
For real?
Tulikuwa like, man, Neneke needs to get back to this release. Unakumbuka that tape which he released ilikuwa na kina Baraka Ekumbo?
Yeah.
Bruh. Who could tell Neneke could trap like that? Not even rap, could trap like that.
I think, I don't know, but it's a while since the last time I saw him was when I was at City Boys establishment. Yeah. There's a project we are doing there. Yeah. And at that time it was like, the moment he has taken a break. But then I came to your tape and I'm seeing Neneke. I'm like, yo. No, I remember.
For the record, man, Neneke will always give me a verse. Anytime. Please.
You are lucky.
Please. Hey, Neneke will always give me a verse.
Yeah, because you see, the last time Roman was in a song with Neneke was in Amen. And then in your latest tape, Neneke is there. And to find Neneke on a song before your tape, you have to go back.
Actually,
you have to go back. Not even month, years. You have to.
There's back songs by Cheesy the name, and BGK.
Yeah,
those are the back songs from
Neneke. So like, missing Neneke was like, if Neneke is here, then
shout out to him, man. And even Amen was all on him, man. And he gave me to post on my channel.
For real?
He called me to the studio. He did the session. He paid for the guy who mixed and mastered, bro. And he gave me the song and he said, release it on your channel. I was like, man, that's when my views of making money from music changed, man. It was like, music should be about this.
Yeah,
it's
true.
supposed to be about connection, about someone who is seeing the value that you can put in. Yeah.
True.
For him that time, he could see that I had 200 subscribers and he's just calling me to the studio. Come, chill, chop it up, give me a beat, what.
Yeah, that was mad. So, shout out to Neneke and City Boy Establishment.
Shout out to them, man.
Yeah, so, recently we did have Groovy Joe here, and he did share like a genre that I was not even familiar with. It's called Rage. And and there's this song you have. You're featured. You're a producer. And also you're featured 99er. It's called Like This. And you're featured. You have Zedge there and 99er. So Like This, neo genre Rage.
Neo genre.
Okay, awesome. So I'd like to know, like, whose idea was it? Like, that's why I was asking you if it was
like experimental. Yeah. So even that Rage was very experimental, and we have more experimental Rage coming through. I don't want to spill the bubble completely, but because the thing is, this music is already out there. Yeah.
True.
Why don't we make it sound more Kenyan?
True.
Why don't we make it like it's a genre out there and it's not specified to a certain group. It's
True.
specified to music. You get. So if a producer comes and gives me a beat and it is
Fire.
and I like this, then we will do it like this. Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was I liked the reception of people. People actually liked they were saying that it was hard. Before removing, we really me and now the producer who worked on it, he's called Big M. He's the one also who mastered the 99ers tape.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had anxiety. So posting that tape,
Yeah.
we had anxiety. We felt as if like we are trying to go against the boundaries too much.
Okay.
Like we are trying to experiment too much. But then again, we were like, we have already submitted to the DSPs. Let them do their work.
Yeah, true. Yeah. So, and how has been the reception so far after it was released?
It has been very good. Actually, now the most interesting thing is people really liked Omale, like this, and Tulia.
Awesome.
I didn't expect that because bully obviously there are some people who are really aware with drill, so they'll like it up to some point or they'll not. But in terms of like this, I was getting like, hey yo, this is some hard shit, man. Hey. I'm like, you sure?
Yeah,
for real.
because they have never had Roman
on a rage. That's what I was like, yeah. And then now Omale was, it was sort of a double. Okay, so Omale has a song called So.
Yeah.
And in the song I say
So.
yeah, nina shida kama
Yeah,
so na si Omale.
Omale.
So people really liked that. That it's like a metaphor or something like that.
Awesome. So on Love Me For Me or Leave Me For Me, under track number 6,
Yeah,
Freestyle 10.
Crystal 10.
Yes, you shared there's an album coming, 13 tracks, and it's a 10 out
And they
of
all
10.
10 out of 10.
And this Love Me For Me came out before Awake and also before Tulia 2. So when Tulia 2 came out,
Yeah, you are waiting for the album.
I'm checking, it's not first things first, it's not
The number of tracks.
it's not 13.
Yes.
And then again, I'm like, okay, Roman here is experimenting because I'm using mass observance as the SI unit.
The blueprints.
Then I'm like, wait, let me check Spotify. I go to Spotify, I click albums. It's just one mass observance.
So the other one
The rest are EPs and singles. So I'm like, okay. So where is the album?
That's a good question, which I've been harassed because of. But okay, it's almost ready.
Okay.
It's almost ready. I need to be able to have 100% ownership of it. Okay. The rest of the projects, I do not have 100% ownership of the project. So,
just for the guys who don't understand, when you say you want to have the ownership 100% of the tape, technically, like in a layman language,
in a layman's okay, yeah. I want to have majority stake in terms of the splits of all the tracks. Okay,
and in order for you to do that, what do you need?
I need to work with every producers, each, and be able to clear every sample separately, if I have a sample. Okay. So there are those samples which I had, and I had to. So that's what even is delaying the album. So some of the beats that we used and the samples, some of the producers, they don't want to agree to the split that they want. They want to earn major from the song. They want to earn majorly from the song. And the thing is, the next album is really, the way I've curated it is it's on another level, because for the marketing, we are planning we do at least some tours even in East Africa.
Okay.
Like we have a lot of things planned, but for 99er and even for me, like we want at least the albums to be, we have majority stake, so that in case anything happens, in case one of the song becomes bigger than it was meant to be, the producer does not have a certain claim of it or a certain, and even
it has been happening.
Yeah,
it has been happening.
Very.
The song is out 2 weeks later, gone.
Yeah. That's what we are trying to avoid, because now let me give you a funny story that we discovered this week. So me and Laila, we are finishing up our project, so we have a beat.
When is it dropping?
Soon come.
Okay,
awesome. We don't know.
It's nice to know. It's nice to know after your sophomore album, there's something else coming.
There's something coming with 99. The one with 99.
Let me tell you, at the Veli Podcast, we are a fan of joint projects.
Thank you.
Yeah, we are a fan of those things.
Yes. So now then you should get ready for what's coming, man, because what's coming, it will drop before 99's album and my album, so it will be like, these are the guys to watch.
Okay.
Yes. So we have a song there, it was called Uptown Chilling. And then this past week, so I had agreed with the producer that, okay, so when we are releasing this song, we'll agree on the splits of this and this and this and this and this. So this week someone releases a song, man, in the same beats.
For real?
Yeah, man.
So I'd like to know, like, before you voice the beat or record the song, does the producer tell you, like, I've sampled this beat, or I got this beat from somewhere?
These days they don't. They don't, because actually these days, it's very okay. Some flips are hard to find out that they have been sampled from somewhere and somewhere and somewhere. But then again, these days the producer doesn't want. He wants his clean, like at $25, and then for him he's done there. So if a copyright strikes, it strikes you.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, it doesn't strike him. For him, he already ate his $25 or $30, and he's fine with it. You get. But if you take an exclusive license from him, then you can be able to claim that he's the one who gave you the beat.
So, okay, let me get this straight, because there are list beats, and then the other one is called I've forgotten the name, but I usually know there are like two versions. There's list beat
and there's an exclusive.
There's an exclusive beat. So an exclusive beat, when a producer gives you an exclusive beat, it means you have bought it 100%.
You have bought it 100%.
It's yours. Yes. You can use it. You can do whatever you eat.
If there are any claims, you can go to him that he's the one who what. But for a list beat, they usually
can sell to as many people anyone anafika bay.
You get.
Yeah.
So for the guy who released the song this week, I think they did it as a list beat, and
from the same producer or from another.
From the same producer.
Okay.
And now the problem is, waliongeza hadi strings, like hiyo kitu wakaongeza hadi beat ikakuwa noma. Sasa unaona.
So how did you find out? Because your songs, you have not released it yet.
So because me, I usually listen to songs. I listen to a lot of songs. So you imagine you listen to a song and you're like, dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, it reminds me of something.
You're like, hey. Even you can even ask Layla. I was like, hey. I called him, man. Hey, we'll go listen to that song, man. I've heard the list, and then now they added even violins and shit like that. I was like, okay, yeah, just take it. Then we'll see how it is. So for me and Nina, now we have to record the thing again.
Wow.
And now look for another beat. So it's not always roses, but yeah, it's worth.
Okay.
Because sometimes, okay, so for him he took the beat. He took, and then he featured a high profile rapper from here, Kenya. So it was hard to, even if we were to remove a beat with the same song with the same, it's
you'll be the ones who have.
Yeah, it would be there. So
you're jacking.
I don't like. And then that's the thing. You see, if it was Jamaica, they would say that it's a
rhythm.
You get.
But a rhythm again, it has to come from an agreement and the producer will be. You see, for example, in Jamaica, the way I understand it, they do it. For example, it is you, Roman. I'm the producer. I've released a song with you. The song blows up mad in 2-3 weeks, and I'm like, yo, I'm turning it into a rhythm.
Yeah.
So like you see, I'm the producer and I'm like the owner. So like it is me, the producer, who invited you to studio to voice the beat, and then the beat has exploded. I'm like, I'm putting this rhythm out.
So for producers, it's like, and then the thing is, it's really funny, man, because you had it happened even with this guys, Kina Gesh. When the producer felt that the song was a bit big, he was like, and initially you will hear that in the studio, he just told them, you come record, it's okay, man, I'll do it for free.
It's the way you say it, like, for example, you see, when people are doing these things, one, no one at the time when they're recording a song, yes, as an artist, you can feel like this can be a hit, but you don't, like, you're not, like, sure, like, you have the ISA unit to measure, like, we have made the qualifications of a hit song. This one is going to be a hit song. So you see, you never know. So like,
actually, even there's one thing that Ska used to told us long time ago. He said, a good song comes from you, but a hit song comes from God. So a hit song, just pray God that people like it, because you'll not know if it's a hit song or not when you're coming out of the studio. You can make a good song, but a hit song, just ask God.
That's true, basically, because even if you feel some marketing,
exactly. And now you see, that's what happens these days. So these days people are more versed with marketing than making the song. Like, the song will take them 10 minutes. They are finished. They even mastered it using some fake AI. Which does not even know how to master a song. And it is out. Then now they place $100, $10,000.
Heavy budget.
Every budget. Then you're like, okay, the thing, for me, I always feel like, okay, you can say that it is your money, but what are you trying to show the younger artist?
True.
The one who is looking up to you. What do you think they think you are doing? Like, how do you think you will inspire them in terms of what they'll do next? You get? So it's a bit hard, but you gotta stay to yourself, man.
You have a song called It Is What It Is.
It is what it is. Shout out to Wizzy ABK. Yeah, It Is What It Is featuring Wizzy ABK.
Awesome. So Roman, now I want us to talk about, after now you have listened to your singles, you have listened to your tapes, your EPs, and to the current tape. Now, from here, what should we expect from Roman, and is it M cubed or
M2H?
M2H.
Yeah. Projects, events. We have some collabs, but they're not removing the right bag, bro. So I need to pay some artists here. So
in terms of collab, you mean you're the one collaborating, or you're being asked to collaborate with other people?
It is maybe like brands. Some brands. We have some brands who will be joining us soon. At least brands that we like. Because many people these days, they just collaborate with brands because of the money that they are removing. But brands that support what we do. So in terms of Roman and 99er right now, just expect a project by the end of the year.
Awesome.
Next year, expect an album from 99er, expect an album from Roman.
So your album is being pushed back to next year.
Yeah. I need to get everything ready.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. We understand.
And also to add some things, because the album was ready when my friend Enoch was here. You get it?
Okay.
But now I feel like there are some things I need to incorporate into the album. Yeah.
It's only right.
So even right now, the songs that are on Tulia, some of them, they came like Class. Class was supposed to be on the album. Yeah.
Okay. Wait. Class was supposed to be on the
album? Was supposed to be on the album. Class was supposed to feature another drill artist and be on the album.
Wait. Class ain't the beat that was being used to...
So it is the beat that was just... but in terms of the whole verse, the whole structure, Class was supposed to be something else.
So, but they let you release.
Yeah. So okay, now it's like this. So me for Stepper, they can tell me what they want, but so initially they put it as a project to
They were
get the give
artist-
much
yeah.
and provide money. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they were doing like a campaign to get dope drillers
Uh-huh.
who can kill the beat
Uh-huh.
and then like work with them.
Work with them.
Yeah.
I've not had anything yet. I did not get the call. So I'm the one who killed that whole challenge.
You submitted yours.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That song I submitted that song as because they said submit as YouTube as what, but we are not. So the reason now I did it like that is I was like, I know how these challenges go. If you have seen, I've not just been in one challenge. So I was like, okay, so you want a challenge so that people know Stepper, then me, I have a project coming out. So it's either you guys will give me will give me the money for winning the class, or the class will remain in my project as just a single.
Okay.
So
This is really tight. So I want to understand
Uh-huh.
with this conversation with Cass. You know, initially when we were talking about that beat, I didn't know it was class. Because also when I was listening to the project,
Yeah.
some of the things that were like backing me up, like Roman is definitely experimenting something with this tape.
Yeah.
Because one thing was that beat, and I was like, this beat, I've had it. And so like, okay. So when you're talking about that beat, I didn't know it was that one.
It was that one. So I was like, I didn't want just to. So for them, they want. Okay.
So the question that I wanted to ask you is, the moment you knew the beat that you already you bought it as an exclusive or a lease?
The one from Drill Digest? No, they just gave us, bro.
For
Shout out.
So listen, because you said you are to use it, but then again you had some people.
So yeah, exactly. So this is the thing. I removed it as you guys.
Because
Eh,
here's the thing, I want to
Eh.
because there's something I want to understand and to put it
eh,
like
eh.
proper for
Or did
guys,
I, like,
guys
if
to
I
understand,
got the
because
list,
that's not the point.
Eh.
The point is you contacted Stepper or you contacted the producer that gave you,
No. Step.
because you have said you are like
Yeah.
here's the thing, it's either I get like
Yeah.
to be on that challenge, like
Yeah.
part of the guy who killed it,
Yeah.
or I use the beat on my project. So like you see at this point already you are interacting with Stepper. Is Stepper the guys who gave you the beat or the producer?
I did not want to know all of that. For me, I was going in there like okay, see this Stepper challenge, I'll give you something. If you look at all those Stepper challenges in terms of flow, for me, I rap in letter force.
True.
Yeah. If you look in terms of flow, I did a verse, I did a chorus, I did a chorus. So if they were looking for someone to push that campaign, it should have been me. You get? But I didn't follow up to that point because I knew how those challenges go. Same thing with Odibets, same thing with any other challenge that has ever been there. Their main target is not the person who has won, is the other people who have done it and they use the hashtag and people follow the hashtag.
True.
You get? So it's a marketing item. So for me, in my defense, I said, okay, since you guys are using me as a marketing item, I shall use you also as a marketing item. If this song reaches the streams for you to be able to make money, I'll not refuse you from the splits. You get? I'll not refuse you from the splits if it does not recoup the money that, and you don't put me on the Stepper freestyle. What is the criteria of you removing this from? And now so the funny thing is, I knew what it was when I went in. You get?
Yeah.
That's why I removed it in the visuals. I was like, these visuals they're not just going to stay on IG. If I'm going to remove this track, it has to go even on my tape.
Okay.
Because I knew they have, okay, so brands work with, if you right now, so let's say for example, if me I'm releasing a song right now, I'll not give you a verse, I'll give 99 a verse. You get?
Yeah.
So I knew for Stepper it was the same thing because I do my research. I know who is connected to this and this and this and this and this and this and this. So I knew if they're going to choose, they choose this and this and this and this and this. And I can even mention, and if you go to that page, you'll see that it's the people that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like that. So for me, I didn't want the $100. That's it. Okay. I was like, okay, $100, that's 10K, and then it's to be shared among 3 winners. So that means kila msana na ngiri yake tatu, acha nitengeneze ngoma niweke YouTube mimi. I like the beats. I like the beats. If you don't want, I can recoup, and then so for that one, I don't know, maybe they're waiting for the day TikTok itahit alafu waniite. Waniambia, hey kijana, come, we are not done with you. You guys.
Okay.
But in the case of that, I knew what they were doing. So for me, it's not, someone will say as if I want to talk badly, but I the way I saw challenges being done in Kenya,
yeah,
it's not, I don't want to say that it's not fair, but you can see what it is from plain view. Like, if you want to go into that challenge, you'll see that this person is not doing this challenge for specific purpose of getting a winner. He's doing specific purpose for
amplifying
the product. And yeah, okay. Can I ask a personal question? I would have asked or do the street lawyer this question.
Yeah.
The guys who did the challenge for Uncut, where are they? Or we are waiting for them to be picked?
So they're still waiting for them to be picked, because
okay.
I think, so you're saying the current one that is being like run
Wait,
alongside
there was
Jua
a first
Kali.
one, alongside Jua Kali. There was a first beat and then there was a second beat.
So the way I understand it, they just dropped a beat and told guys to jump on the challenge, but I didn't see anywhere if like there was something after the challenge, if they are winners. I think it was just a challenge.
It's a marketing idea. You
Yeah,
get? Yeah. It's a and you can't blame them because they are doing it. You get? The thing is, for the artists, they need to learn in terms of, are you wasting your resources? Are you wasting your? You remember the time I used to do freestyles?
Yeah.
For me, right now I can't do those freestyles because I noticed that I was wasting a lot of bars there.
I get that. As an artist, I understand that one.
If you go to those freestyles, bro, right now, I have more fire verses than
you have said you're wasting a lot of
verses. A lot of.
As an artist, I understand, because if you go again and write it on a song, people are like, yo, I've already had you romance.
Hey, a lot of bars. I was wasting a lot of bars. And then the thing is, there you're enjoying yourself.
True.
So you don't notice how good it is. You get? So I had to relate to that good freestyle shit. I can keep it to myself. Just be rapping it. Then when I need it, I can be able to use it.
True.
Yeah. When I need this, I can be able to. When I want to write a verse, already I have something that I had. Because that's the other thing. It used to give me problems with, I already have a verse which I wrote last week, but now I'm in the studio and I need a verse. I'm like, now where do I take this one? But in your IG, you have like 8 or even 10 verses from 10 subsequent weeks, which you have been, even some weeks you're doing 2 raps. I'm like, okay. Like, that one which has
yeah,
there's that freestyler done.
Yeah.
Till now I can tell you that I have it in my phone and I feel bad.
I
feel bad because I have punchlines like, na wakikutry, I'm from the ghetto, na kamna maratata. Bruh, I like that bar so much. I'm always like, why did they say this one in a freestyle?
The time that I know, Roman, you're a bad man, you say ati tukoro isambu.
Wait. The bar is coming back to me. Wait. Yeah, I've forgotten, man.
Sio Roisambu lakini tuna wazima man.
Okay. Sio Roisambu but tuna wazima man. Like, yeah. So now you see that one. is an effect of like the way I used to rap, because now I can be able, I've learned what is freestyling and what is actually rapping. So that time I used to do like verses and then I do them as a freestyle. Like I'll what. But now I can be able to know, okay, freestyling is coming up with the things on point on this and this and this and this and this and this and this. Yeah, man. So it's, yeah.
Awesome. So actually, Roman, the question ilikuwa nimekuuliza imeturudisha back to something that ulikuwa umeka feature, lakini this is a Veli Podcast. Ukikuja huko pia sisi tunakwanga tumejitayarisha. So like imeturudisha back because I didn't know at that time when we were talking about that beat, I didn't know it was the one you did on class. So hiyo ndio imeturudisha huko back to clarify some things.
Yes.
And I'm happy we have done that. Now plug guys to what M2H is going to drop, you as Roman and the whole unit, and what guys should expect, and also how guys can find you on social media.
So first of all, shukran so much, man, to Veli for having us, man. The number one podcast.
Shukran.
Supports all Kenyan music in all ways. In terms of my music, I just dropped my latest tape, EP. It's called Tulia. It has 6 tracks featuring Denzel Kong, Chevy Kev, Nene K, Maura, 99er, Zeji the Fundi, and it's mixed and mastered by Big M. It is out now on all platforms, Spotify, iTunes. Just go stream it. The official video for Class is out now on YouTube. You can find me on all streaming platforms at Roman KE. All social media at Roman Official. In terms of M2H, so for the rest of the year, just wait on me and 99er to drop our project, and then we have like singles lined up, but those are singles coming from my album and 99er's album. Some of them you'll find them that we have not even mentioned from which album, but you'll just get them from the album that we will mention them in. Just expect a lot, man. We are just planning some proper things for you, from the mind to the heart. That's the records, man. Pow. Bless up to Radio 254, bless up to Veli. Keep supporting, man. It's Kenyan music, man. There's no other thing, man. Anyway, it's all that. Out of the I'm the man. Bow.
Awesome. So guys, shukra sana for tuning to Veli Podcast, the number one music podcast. Today tumekuwa na Roman himself. Shukran sana. Najua umechoka kwa safari, lakini thanks for honoring our invite.
Lazima ingekuja.
Umewakilisha venye inafaa. So guys, until next week, same time, same place. Asante sana for tuning to Veli Podcast, the number one Kenyan music podcast, right here on Radio 254, where we keep it 100% Kenyan music and Kenyan content, 365 247. Yes. Inshallah. Let's meet again.
Let's meet again, brother. It's a rap, come on.